Here's a headline for you from offthepress.com. One of the places I stop in and just look. The dogs are loose. Angry media eager to tear into Biden. Well, isn't that interesting? You had that dog on a leash. You had that dog at heel for so long, the dog being media. And all of a sudden the media is like, whoa, we've been busted for lying and lying and lying, just like I talked about off the top of the program today. The media very angry for being exposed for the fraud that they are most of the time, which is why you come here. You want truth? Come here. Joe Biden's big boy NATO news conference, another high-stakes event for the president today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. After hosting NATO leaders in Washington, the media has dubbed the press conference a big boy press conference. It marks Biden's first solo press conference of the year. It's July. First press conference of the year, the first time he will speak to the media at a presser since the debate against former President Trump, June the 27th. It's his first one this year. You know, often Donald Trump would go out and just talk to the media, take questions, hostile questions. Donald Trump could field questions, boom, 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 boom. He didn't care because he can actually think on his feet. At any rate, Democrats are on the run. Nancy Pelosi got kind of nasty, chippy, with a reporter from ABC asking about Joe Biden's fitness to be in the White House. This happened yesterday. Listen.
Do you believe that him waiting so long to make this decision could harm the party?
I'm not making any comments in the hallway about the fate of our nation. Okay?
Are you concerned whether or not he can win in November?
I think he can.
Do you believe he should run for re-election?
I'm not speaking English to you. I'm not going to be making any statements about any of that right now in the hallway.
Do you speak English, is what Nancy said to the reporter who's just saying, hey, where are you on this? Meanwhile, as I mentioned, many once firm Democrats, once outspoken supporters of Joe Biden are saying, well, I'm not in anymore. Michael Bennet, one of those, senator from the state of Colorado. He was the first to say, you know what? If Joe Biden continues, he's going to lose in a landslide. Here it is.
My colleague Dana Bash reported that you, Senator John Tester, and Senator Sherrod Brown all said during that lunch that you don't think President Biden can win in 2024. Is that true?
Well, it's true that I said that. And I did say that behind closed doors. And you guys and others asked whether I had said it, and that is what I said. So I figured I should come here and say it publicly.
Why do you think he can't win in November?
I just think this race is on a trajectory that is very worrisome if you care about the future of this country. Joe Biden was 9 points up at this time. The last time he was running, Hillary Clinton was 5 points up. This is the first time in more than 20 years that a Republican president has been up in this part of the campaign. Donald Trump is on track, I think, to win this election and maybe win it by a landslide and take with him the Senate and the House.
And take with him the Senate and the House, which he's going to do, by the way. It's key to success in the second term, urgency for Donald Trump to lead a reversal of all these terrible policies, to close the southern border, to stop the printing presses and get inflation back under control, to help the American people, to go against China when it comes to unfair trade practices, and the list goes on and on and on. Tim Kaine, meanwhile, former Clinton running mate in 2016, her VP running mate, says Joe Biden's going to do what is patriotic. I'm not sure what that means, but here's what he said.
I have complete confidence that Joe Biden will do the patriotic thing for the country, and he's going to make that decision. He's never disappointed me. He's always put patriotism and the country ahead of himself, and I'm going to respect the decision he makes.
Yeah, he's going to do what's patriotic. Meanwhile, James Comer, Republican, House Oversight Committee chair, is demanding that 3 White House staffers appear in front of his oversight committee to discuss the mental decline of Joe Biden, and asking them why they didn't come forward. Why are they running interference, insulating Joe Biden? He issued the subpoenas for Special Assistant to the President and Deputy Director of Oval Office Operations, Ashley Williams, Assistant to the President and Senior Advisor to the First Lady, Anthony Bernal, and Deputy White House Chief of Staff, Annie Tomasini. He wants answers. If you knew the President of the United States was in decline, why didn't you say something? That's the question here. Meanwhile, speaking of decline and bad policies, I want you to hear this. In the relentless pursuit of World War III, this happened yesterday, we're now sending F-16s to Ukraine. What could possibly go wrong? Listen.
As another sign of our deep commitment to Ukraine's self-defense, a coalition of countries has been working tirelessly to provide F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. And today, President Biden, alongside the Dutch and Danish prime ministers, is proud to announce the transfer of F-16s is officially underway, and Ukraine will be flying F-16s this summer.
Yeah, and we'll be flying right into the teeth of World War III. In other news, and a word from our sponsor, if you weren't following the news, a massive hit to the U.S. dollar came in June when Saudi Arabia did not renew its 50-year petrodollar deal with the United States. Since 1974, Saudi Arabia sold oil solely in U.S. dollars. It was a huge boom to our economic dominance. But now they want options other than the dollar. So I ask you, is there less demand for the dollar? If that's true, what happens to your money? Look, it's reasons like this that Americans turn to Birch Gold Group every day. For more than 20 years, Birch Gold has helped tens of thousands of Americans protect their savings by converting an IRA or 401k into an IRA into physical gold. Learn more. Text the word Gruber to 989898. Claim your free, no-obligation information kit. That's Gruber to the number 989898. Birch Gold has earned my trust with their education-first approach. Thousands of happy customers and 5-star reviews. Protect your savings with gold before it goes any further south. Again, text Gruber to 989898 right now. It's free to find out more. I'll be right back.